guessing game. How late was I? 2 minutes. Had to play the guessing game. I'm like, how did I get in here last time? Okay. So welcome to Be So Light. I am Priestess Makala, as well as Niana, as well as Alicia. You pick and choose. It still comes back to me. So let me tell you something. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? So last night I'm sleeping and I keep hearing all this weird, like, cracking, breaking sound. And even Kitty heard it. And we're like, what the hell is that noise? It happened like 2 times outside my window, like this cracking, crumbling sound. And Kitty sits up, I sit up. I said, what the hell's that noise? So then it stopped. We lay back down. It happened again. I was like, what is that noise? But you look outside, couldn't see nothing. Nothing. It wasn't a car. It wasn't leaves running around on the ground. It was just something really weird, like glass breaking, something crumbling. And as I was sleeping, I kept hearing, okay, you ready? Now, don't judge me. I'm bringing it to you. But you have to play this song today. This song needs to be played by everybody around the world. So if we can get this message out to play this song, there's a reason for it. And I kept saying, why am I hearing this song? Wasn't hearing the whole time. Last night I was hearing a song. And celebrate good time. Come on. Do. It's time for a celebration. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the year. So bring your good friends and your family too. We are going to celebrate and party with you. Now come on. Celebration. We're going to celebrate and have a good time. Come on. Celebration. It's time to celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. Yahoo! There you go. There's your magical words celebration. I kept saying, why am I hearing that song? Especially right now. You know, I'm not one that plays that song. I'm not one that goes out of my way to play songs for a New Year's. I don't go to New Year's parties. I don't do all of that. I just show up, do some work, and be that, and then get quiet and clean or move things out that I don't want coming into my energy field or whatever. You know, that stuff. And I wasn't really connecting to any of that. I was just staying focused on what I had to do. So then I kept hearing that song. And believe it or not, when I got up, took a shower, I kept hearing it, kept hearing it, kept hearing it. And I'm like, what is that? And all I kept seeing was the higher light beings, the divine teams, all up above celebration. Something big went down and they're all celebrating. And they are saying, we're celebrating it with you. So no matter where you are in the world, no matter what artificial stuff, shielding light that they got going on above and making it storm, rain, or whatever, we have to shift the consciousness and bring the vibration of celebrating as though everything has already taken place for the highest good for all of us. We are not settling for any enslavements from any of those beings who have started all this stuff. I just did a wonderful spiral light clearing for one of my practitioners who recognized she had something she needed to clear. And we did the new, I call it infiltration. What's the word exactly? I want to make sure I put my wordings just right. Infiltration, compromise, was really cool. Disruption, infiltration, compromise, removing the artificial light, removing and deactivating it, all the illusions, and doubt and fear, amnesia that we went into when we incarnated the first time here. Going back and cleaning all that out, those timelines, and releasing it. And getting rid of the reptilian xenomorphs, draconian, Anunnaki, and archons. Contract energy over us. And when you break that contract and you get rid of the disruption, the infiltration energy, all of that. I went all the way back to even when I was little, along with all the children that I went to school with when we were all little, standing in line getting all of our so-called immune shots. I cleared all that too. And I want to give a shout out to Aurora, Phoenix Rising, because of the fact that the words that she was using and how she would come onto her platform and constantly use the word, I do not consent to this. It's because she kept saying that and was teaching about that word. I started really implementing it and have saw a lot of changes in my life. It comes off in layers. It's not going to, you're not going to see like instant everything. You have to remember, we have been under this energy forever. Okay. However many times you incarnated here, that's a lot of clearing to do. Timelines. Okay. So by you really consciously not consenting to it anymore and breaking it is the antidote to this artificial timeline matrix that infiltrates your divine blueprint and moving that out. So I was able to do that and to work with her and to really get that in. I have been writing the energy code of that since yesterday and then a couple of days before that. So it came into two parts to do that. But once you start speaking it and clearing the energy out, it dissipates it. So that's why I was hearing the song Celebrate by Kool and the Gang. It's time to celebrate. I really had to listen to those words because those words are right on key. Time to celebrate. Bring your laughter, bring your friends. Come together around the world and celebrate. Celebrate as though we already know we're in the new earth energy, free from the artificial matrix energy that has enslaved us all. This is not a color thing. This is not a religion thing. This is all about us being sovereign divine beings, human beings that have been enslaved in such a system that has created the world we now live in. That is not okay. So one of the things I kept hearing, I kept saying, well, what water codes am I going to be working with today? The only one that kept coming up, and then it was so funny. I kept trying to say, well, should we use the blueprint one? And it was like, no, you're going to use the golden healer quartz water codes. And I'm like, okay, the golden healing quartz water codes. And I just kept trying to get a different one. And it was like, it wasn't, it kept saying no. So then when I walked over and brought the elixirs over and set up everything, there was a message that came up on my on my phone, I was watching something and the person had typed in, yes, this is golden something. And I said, oh shit, look at that. Okay, golden it is. So the reason why they were really pushing, and when I say they, I mean my higher divine team, my higher divine team that resides in that high 12, 13 level energy. Okay. I work for that higher 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dimensional energy. You give yourself permission to work for that. I don't work in that space of, oh, I don't think I can do that. You can't work like that anymore. You have to be in that space of, hi, Mama. You have to be in that space of, you can, that you allow yourself to move through those frequencies. You allow yourself to move through those realms. Okay. You have to be the mystic. You have to be the magi. You have to be the mage. You have to be that divine light person, because that's what's going to be required as we're stepping in that frequency at 8. We're already in it. We've been in it. But because of the infiltration, the compromise, and the disruption from these particular lower vibrational beings, it it really infiltrates and compacts us in a way of thinking that we are stuck in this. We can't shift it, you know. So for me to keep hearing that song "Celebration" by Kool and Gang last night, and it was like, and it started off, believe it or not, it was kind of cute how it started off. It started off with, it's like some grandmothers were singing it, and it was almost like I could see like this little starlight outline of them. They were like, "Celebrate good time, come on!" And it was like the grandmothers would go, "Woohoo!" And I just kept saying, "The hell is this? Why are they singing Celebration Cool in the Gang?" Say, what? And then this morning, that song just kept getting louder and louder. I could just hear it. Even getting in the car, I had on the Spanish station and I was listening to Spanish songs, but I still kept hearing that song. And I was like, okay, it's a celebration. We're going to be cool in the game. We're going to bring the vibration in because we're going to have the passion, because we're all going to come together and we're all going to do it. We're all going to play that song. Yes, obviously, those lower beings can't handle that vibration. So I went ahead and went on my Instagram and I put it together. I put the cards out. Now, the cards that were pulled for Instagram was acceleration. Notice the theme, the golden light, integration. Look at her eyes. Integration, reconnection, and consciousness. So think about that. So I put this on my Instagram and then I shot the picture of this. This is the golden healer codes. And I was like, So that's up on my Instagram, Priestess Makala 333. You can go look at that. I made it a minute long so that you can get in the vibration of the music and then have a look at the cards so that you're interacting with the energy of the cards and then the elixir. Okay. So if you have your water, a glass of water, now would be a good time to have your glass of water. And I'll give you some time to go get it if you don't have it. I typed everything in the description of what you're going to need. So we'll see how this pans out. Now, what happens? People are not getting their notifications. So when I go on, you're not knowing, but I typed everything in so people can see it. So this, I put it out there. It's still going to get to people who need to hear it. Um, get your water. I want you to taste your water first, so you know. The golden healer is going to be bumped up with a Herkimer diamond. And I'm using this particular golden healer today and the elixir golden healer. So the golden healer from the Book of Stones. And this is the more updated one my friend gave to me. She didn't, I guess she didn't feel called to use it anymore. So she passed it down to me. And I'm like, yeah, give it to me, because I read the story of the stones, getting the impression of that stone, what the meaning is. So then when I'm working with that stone, I already know and understand what the frequency is, what it's doing. So, and that's how I make a lot of my different codes when I'm putting it together, and I'm guided to use certain stones and use different numbers to anchor those numbers in. I have new codes, new numbers. Where's my book? This setting right now is quite busy. All right, all right. All right, so golden healer quartz, pure golden rays of spiritual light, self-healing and Christ consciousness. The element is earth and fire, and it works with all the chakras. Okay, so one of the things I liked about this is when I was reading, it says it's the receive another spoken message from the stone. It said, I can aid in healing of your bodies, and this is a very good, but I can also work with you to heal the world. That is much better. Then I saw an image of people holding golden healer crystals, each person glowing with golden light, and among them formed a web. Now, I just talked about the web of light a couple videos back. Here it is, the web of light that grew to enclose the whole earth. This showed me the mission of the divine messenger expressing through the golden healer is to facilitate the fulfillment of the joint destiny of earth and humanity, the co-creation of the earth as the planet of light. So, by us moving into that higher consciousness, moving into that golden light consciousness, and anchoring that in, brings in the vibration of light with earth. And then she emanates that, which is probably why I was hearing that cracking sound, that cracking sound last night, because it sounded so surreal. I was just like, is that glass or something breaking? But nobody was outside. Nobody was messing around with like some kind of bottle thing. It literally sounded like glass shattering, glass popping and breaking. Like there was something that was making it just break. So the golden healer is this one that I like using. It comes in many different, forms, but this one is really cool because it has the crystalline in it. It's really good. And then the Herkimer diamond to work with that. So the golden healer, the elixir, that will be one to take in that will help with our transition of 1-1 energy. Some people are already in that portal right now. We're moving already into that portal and then concentrating for the rest of the whole 2 weeks energy of January. Really anchoring into the new earth energy, and already know that it's done. And that secret to it is not getting caught up in the fear factor. Remember the words of how our original blueprint, our divine blueprint of ourselves, was infiltrated, compromised, disrupted by energies that put an illusion and limitations on it. And one of the books that I read, was it Divine Blueprint, Divine Matrix? Hold on a second. I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm in that live. Okay, bye. So one of the things that I found that was interesting is the energy of how it was said in the Divine Matrix book. Or which one was it? I forgot which book. But it was said that slaves own nothing. They own nothing. If you look at the word slave, they own nothing. And this is not a color thing. So let's get past the color stuff. It's just look at the word slave. Okay. Remember when I talked about that one time before? This is all gonna come together while we're doing this work today. Remember the one videos I did, I think it was during the summertime, right when summer was starting. I did a video and I was talking about why do they have human resources? Why would you have that? Why do you have to have human resources? Does that mean there's something else on this planet with us? But you have to have a department called human resources? If I know I'm human, can I just go to assistant resources? Why does it have to have human on it? Just saying. So, just saying. So, I want you to really think about this. As we're moving into this frequency that's higher, it's giving you an opportunity to consent no more. And when these energies infiltrated, disrupt us, compromised us with fear, limitations, organized, controlling factors, it puts you in that place as a slave where you own nothing. But yet and still you hear them say it even in the artificial timeline. You will have nothing and be happy. They're still trying to organize that word. Okay, does that make sense what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So the trick is you don't consent to it. You break all the contracts with them, the reptilians, the draconians, the archons, the Anunnaki. You break all of that. Now, I'm not saying that all reptilians are bad. I'm not saying all draconians are bad. I'm not saying, all Anunnakis are bad. Obviously, you have some bad apples in everything, just like with us. We have bad apples in the human race. But those that are for the divine light, for the divine blueprint of humanity, the original blueprint is where we have to go back into energetically to reestablish the true anchoring into the timelines of true Mother Earth timeline, not an artificial one, the trickster one, not the artificial light, the trickster one. Okay. So, with that being said, if you have your water ready, hold it up to the camera. And I will pass the first one there. Thank you so much for the likes and love. Okay, first one. Now make sure you taste your water. Someone came on and they were being in an interesting way. And I'm like, let me explain something. I put this in my books that you can purchase on Amazon. And thank you. Those of you that went to purchase my book, thank you so much for supporting me in that so that you can have that knowledge. And thank you, all new members, for being here. Thank you for being a part of the Be So Light tribe, where you're all about shining your light and being true to you. That's all I'm here to do is give you info, help you stay focused, because one of the things that all of us that are here, way showers, light workers, witch, WITCH, a woman who is in control of herself. Woman in control of herself. Anyway, yeah, there you go. So the energy that we're all moving through, it has been an energy that has made a lot of us feel like giving up. Oh, what's the use? Hopelessness. That's that energy. And it takes a lot to just keep moving through it. But take your time, move through. This is not a race. This is not a competition to see who can get through it faster. This has nothing to do with that. This is all about take the time to listen to yourself, to feel, to heal, to move out whatever's coming up, so that you are not holding this energy as we keep rising. Does that make sense? Because as you do this, as you recognize and as you spend time with yourself and say, okay, hey, I gotta move through this. I gotta get past this. I gotta let this go. Then as you're doing that and moving past and getting rid of it, you're able to sustain your light. And maybe more than ever, that's why they're singing this song, Celebration. It's time to have a good time. Celebrate. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. Yoo-hoo! Celebration. Okay. So as we're moving through these doors, as we're moving through these portals, as we are activating that golden codes of light that's activating in us, allow yourself to receive it. Allow yourself to have it. Allow yourself to say, I give myself permission to fully activate in my divineness, activate my 24 DNA, my 36, activate them all. Activate them all within their blue divine blueprint. Okay. So get your water ready, taste it. And as I've been here just talking, I'm looking outside and I'm like, okay, they kept saying the golden light, the golden light. And I just kept saying, golden light needs to keep just coming through. Pierce through these dark clouds, pierce through this artificial cloud system. Take it down, crack it open. All right, get ready. Hold your glass up. And here we go. Okay. And now the Herkimer and the golden together. Wave the golden light. Okay, and then a stronger version of it. Okay. Well, that was singing. All right, that part's done. So you can sip on it, take it in a little bit at a time, asking for your golden light activation. You do this because it gives yourself permission to come fully online. Okay. It gives yourself permission to allow the codes to come through and then accepting the codes. Okay. So, what else? That was the main thing. Was the song. Song free. I'm like, huh, interesting. I wasn't hearing it last night. I don't understand. And then I saw the grandmothers doing this. They were doing this. I was like, now just imagine these divine grandmothers with their light emanating. And when they're all excited, it's all like shh. And when they go woohoo, it's like this circular spiral energy going woo woo. I was like, wow, I need to be at that party. What's going on there? So it's all about what's above us is coming here, down here, feeling it here, being present in it here. Okay, so this is going to be the first information of the energy of what to expect as we are on this timeline of now moving into this energy. So these next 2 weeks is really potent changes coming through because we're leaving out, we've been out of the 7. So we're leaving out of the 7 energy and moving into that higher 8 energy. As above, so below, as infinity, unlimited. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the message for the heaven realm. Message from the heaven realm. The bridging card. How it turns onto the earth, how it shows up here in the earth plane. Come on, golden light, come on there. I see you trying to pierce through. You can break through those artificial ones. The crystal, and everyone just write it down what this message is as the collective. Then when it's time to do the individual, you will write down your own message and use that as part of your anchoring into the new earth. How do you want to show up there? What do you want? What do you desire? It's not even want. It's what do you see yourself doing? And that's what we're moving ourselves into. The animal. And then the golden message. Now, on one of my other groups, I already did a Katush. So I will add one Katush card into this read. But the Katush is very detailed, and I will only read the highlighted information, the key points, because it's very detailed. Where the Katush? All right. Cha cha cha. Let's see. Foundation and achievements. Family home, there's a rainbow. 4. Now, because it's 2024, we're going into that 4-4, which is that 8 energy. Next, we have y'all. Are you, come on now. Right now, I want you to have a big smile on your face. I want you to have a smile on your face because can't make this stuff up, y'all. Come on. Are you ready? Are you ready? I got goosebumps all over myself right now. I feel like I'm just oh. Wait a minute, hold on. Celebrate good time. Come on. It's a celebration. Are you ready? 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 Can't make this stuff up. Are you smiling? Look at this. Come on. It's a number 8 manifestation. I mix my cards up. And I'm like, just, okay, pull, whatever. There you go. Can't make this stuff up. There you go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How does it show up here on Earth? Now, pay attention to the numbers. Okay, that was the number 8. That's the bridge. Here, choose your battles. Choose your battles. And look at the number 7. So, what battles are you choosing? What are you going to be battling against? Is it going to be things of the heart? Things of the sacral? It's going to be things that of what you speak. Look at the colors. How are you standing? How are you showing up? Look at that. Okay. The crystal. Number 25. It's all about the love and bringing in that rose quartz. Notice how it matches with the pink hair. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Acceptance using valerian. Valerian's very good for the nervous system at night when you need to get some sleep. It's a little pungent in smell, but it does help. The animal. Antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. And number 2. Life is speeding up. The message of will not be shaken. Anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but free you from a situation that no longer feels good. What is your discomfort trying to free you from? Number 24. What's your comfort trying to free you from? Discomfort. Okay, the activation. Order of the Melchizedek. Embraced by the light. Mission uncover. Don't give up. Don't give up. Look at the golden light. Golden light. Don't give up. Anchoring in the golden light. Don't give up. And then the golden message. Oh, wow. Great Central Sun. Sage a portal. Number 48. Now here's that 4 and here's that 8. There you go. Look at the codes. There it is. Look at that. Hey, cup of tea with $3 worth of sugar. This is really good. So, like I said, can't make this stuff up. We have the achievement. This is what the heaven realm is. Foundation and achievement. The bridge was the manifestation 8. Awesome. We have to choose our battles because this crystal spirits is all about the rose quartz and the 7. Then acceptance in the plant spirit, valerian root, getting that rest, being nurturing. Antelope spirit, life is speeding up. Yeah, it is. We're going to go through this year like this. And then moving out of anxiety. And what is your discomfort trying to free you from? And then the order of Melchizedek. Embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. Sometimes we feel like we just want to give up. Don't give up. And then the Golden Sun Sage Portal. This is so pretty. I'm going to read that one really quick. Oh, God, later, let me crack a book, please. Okay. Just loving it. Just maybe after I do this video, I won't be hearing that song in my head. It won't be all playing outside of me. Celebrate it. I'm like, hearing that song. Okay, so this is all about connect to the source of all existence. Let it inspire you to lead with balance, empathy, and action, heart and mind. Okay. The image on this card is of a direct portal to the great central sun, where all life force energy emanate from. This is the highest, brightest light. Healers speak of it. It is the source of all life, the spark behind every thought, prayer, and conception or concept. The more people try to explain this power, the less effect it directly has. The message of this image is to go directly to source. And this is that portal. Source in your own way without having to make a big deal about your way being the only way. Cultivating a direct connection with this compassionately loving force will energize, central, and guide you. Yet it is not outside of you. It is you. It is all things. And through it, we are limitless. By embodying this way of being, we can be wise leaders and humble and compassionate beings, paving a path for others to follow and to be inspired by. Yes! Come on, celebrate around the world. Hello, bing, 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 bing. So I'm going to do the final part of it. So make sure you take note because this is the collective. So I'm going to lay the cards down. What goes on top of each one. This is the second layer. That's why I do the as above, so below read. You do the first layer. That's the heaven realm, what's being said. Do the second layer. How does it turn into the timeline Earth, the new timeline of Earth? Yeah. What you doing? What you doing? There you go. Okay. The light's trying to push through. And crystals. And how it shows up here on Earth. And what's the bridge once again? And then after this, I will lay down a card for you as a gift giveaway. I am putting in the sacred 10,000 hours of manifestation to continue. Hugh talked about that on his show, the 10,000 hours. And it makes a lot of sense. Because have you ever noticed like you're trying to get your business going and you're wondering why is it just kind of just takes time because you got to put in all that divine energy. that keeps nurturing it. Keep moving forward, being consistent with it. Repetition. Okay, here we go. Spiritual strength. Let's coincide with this. Spiritual strength. Spiritual strength. Having that spiritual strength. That's the number 9. The manifestation moves into a 81, leadership. What's going to be going on with leadership? 81. Maybe 1, 8. Choose your battles because it's a win or lose. It's a 5. Change. The love card is going to have, that's really good. 25 is the love card. 23 is another 5 energy, inspiration, the chrysanthemum stone. And then the plant medicine, we bring in the healing. Oh, I'm pretty sure everybody will be fine with this. Let's do a little bit of cannabis. Number 26. If you're doing it tincture, gummy, oil, and you're respecting this plant will help you. If you're disrespecting this plant, it will take you down a dark path and will start taking things out of your life. That plant really came and talked to me when I was always having a hard time with that plant. I was like, I'm not sure about that plant. And it introduced itself and it told me, it said, I will be helpful to people, but if you abuse me, I will start extracting everything away from you because you're abusing me. The lion spirit, be generous of spirit. I love that. Be generous of spirit, the lion. And then the next part, the collective field is impacting you, unseen forces in action. How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? What's blocking you? That's number 38. What's blocking you? What crosses Melchizedek is Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Now, remember what I said. Not all draconians are bad. Not all reptilians are bad. Not all Anunnakis are bad. You just have some that are stuck in ancient ways of that energy. And then the last card is the Hierophant, number 5, which is lineage. We have to go back to our time of our divineness. Go back, go back, go back. And clear all that is not of divine. And that's how that moves into that. Now I'll read this one. Theme of integration. Honor the lineage of your ancestry and spiritual traditions. Consider how they meet your etherical values to contribute to what is emerging for you now. Nice. Okay, so we did the water codes. If you came in a little later, the water codes are at the beginning of the video, and that is of the golden healer and the golden healers of Herkimer Diamond, and the golden healer was added so that you can have the bump with that. This has been the Consciousness Read, and I have been on for 49 minutes and 22 seconds. Is there anyone in the house that would like to have their cards? So type in if you want your cards laid down for you. But you have to have a pen and paper so you can write this down, because this is going to be your coded information. And remember, the cards give you what you need to know, not what you want to know. Okay. And if no one is present, then I did my part and I'm done for the day. You can definitely go over to Priestess Makala, Mekala 333, Instagram, and look at the post that was put up. So tonight, if you are partying, or be safe. If you are going with your friends, young girls, please be safe. Keep an eye on your drinks. You get your drinks. Don't be trusting some guy you just met, or person, whoever that may be, to go get your drink and give it to you. Okay? Same with young men. Be watchful of your drinks. Be watchful of your food that you eat. You make sure you get your food. If the food don't look right, don't eat that food, and don't drink that drink. If you get it and it feels kind of weird, don't do that. If you get your drink and all of a sudden it spills out of your hand, it needed to. That was your guardians protecting you. Okay? If for some reason you missed going to a party or something, there's a reason for that. Okay? Don't get all twisted up in the mayhem because you didn't make it to a party or something. Pay attention to your drinks. Do not leave your drinks. Do not abandon your food if you're at the party. Know where you are. Know who you're hanging out with. Okay? Know who your friends are, if they are really your friends. Be aware. There's a lot that takes place. Everybody's having fun. Woohoo! You're not paying attention. Then you wonder why you lost track of time. Don't know what's happening. Why you're somewhere that you're not supposed to be. Be aware. Don't forget. And if you're going to a party of new people you never met before, take a look around. What does it look like? How does it make you feel when you enter? You get that first inkling that it doesn't feel right, you need to leave. Understand? You leave. And if you're trying to bring your friends with you and they gonna argue with you, then you find a way home. Okay? That mothering part of me is really coming out. I'm finding out as I get a little older that just comes out. But you know what? We have to say it, because the times when I was growing up, you could go to parties, have a good time. You didn't have to worry so much about craziness. Now you have to, because it doesn't take nothing to be dipping something. If you're going out partying and having a good time, great. But if you're going out dipping, and trying, you better be careful, because you don't know what somebody did to that whatever party fun, and you taking it. Be aware, because you have some people out there that are not people. They look human, but they're not. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? Yeah, I said that. All right. So, who's in the house? Would you like your cards? If not, no problem. Who's watching? Is this AI watching me? You know how AI just shows up and just starts watching me, making notations, building up a case against me. Okay, who's in the house? Do you want your cards for tonight? If so, you have to type in, and then I give it to you. You write it down. It's going to be very simple. It's going to be as above, bridge, time, and an animal, and then the oracle. It's a wood year. Wood feeds the fire, therefore one can say fire dragon eats wood. Ah, ah, ah. Yeah, dragons are going to be quite full this year coming. Okay, if I don't see anything, then I am going to close. Call it complete. Um, those of you that lay cards for yourself, lay your cards tonight for sure. Make sure you do at least an 8 to 9 card spread so you can see what the cards are representing for the days to come, depending on how many days you want to lay that down for. Um, but yeah, tonight, play the song, get the frequency out there so that you have that. And just like I said, if you go to any parties and stuff, be aware. If you're by yourself, you're doing things, partaking in wonderful foods and snacks and whatever, and journal writing or creating your 2024 pathway, going into that energy of what you're already know that you're working with. What's your new contract agreement with yourself? Allow that to be, but break those contracts with the negative energy beings who have infiltrated, compromised, and disrupted, and put illusions upon your divine blueprint. Thank God. So, everyone, have a wonderful and safe um, gathering. If you're doing that, if you're just going to go to bed and go to sleep, may you dream well and find yourself in that higher frequency. Stay the path, stay true to yourself. Um, and don't allow yourself to get caught up in energies that are destructive, that are judgmental. Just stay true to yourself. Okay. If you go to a party or something, look out after each other. Make sure your car is running. Pay attention to the handles on your car. Okay. That even goes if you go into different parties at hotels or whatever. They're throwing a ball or something at the hotel. Pay attention to your car handles. If zip ties are on there, if there's something sticky on there, Kleenex on there, don't touch it with your physical hands. Scrape it away. Okay, be careful. Create a barrier before you open the door. If there's something that looks funky on it. All right. Pay attention in parking lots, vans, groups, vans sitting with lights off and they're sitting notorious. You see somebody in there. Pay attention to all that. All right. And if you have to run, please take off your high heel shoes. All right. Make sure you have your phone. I'm going to put this, let you guys know about this. Some of you might not even know about it. Some might. But I have on my phone, it's a code called SOS. It's an app for free. And you can put that on your phone and press that, and it makes this loud emanating sound. Just like if you had that alarm thing and you released a pin, use that. Okay? Just be safe. I want everyone to enter their portal, their timeline safely. Okay? I want you to have fun. I want you to be. I want whatever it is you desire to do. To allow yourself to connect to it. Allow yourself to have to make the changes. Allow yourself to end a cycle. Allow yourself to end a pattern. Allow yourself to release whatever has been causing you problems. To finally just say, I consent no more to this. I'm done with this timeline. And to mean it. Okay. Not everybody's going to be able to come with you where you're going. If you're staying straight, not everybody's going to be able to come with you. Okay, and if you're doing healing work and you're way sure, I've said it before, it is a lonely path. Because We're the keys to help others to remember who they are. Okay? All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. Much love to all of you. And I might pop on a little later just for fun. But make sure you have those notifications on. I want to say thank you to all of you that have helped buy my book and my ebooks and visit. I've had wonderful conversations with a lot of you that have come on. Those of you that are just stopping in, taking a look at me and seeing if I feel right to you. Thanks for coming also. You know, I'm here just doing my work, showing up. I hope I inspire all of you to just be true to yourselves. You know, do what you came here to do. Do your work. Write the book, write the song. Move if you need to move. Manifest. I'm going to leave you with some codes. Almost forgot. Thank you, Spirit, for reminding me. I was like, oh, wait, I'm backing up. What the heck? So pen and paper, you know how I like to roll. Now, you guys, this is so funny. I thought this was a book to read. So when I got it, I didn't read the little detail that said it was a notebook. So imagine me when I got this from Amazon. I was all like, oh, my book is here. Lemire Cersei, cool. And I open it up, and all it is, blank pages. I'm like, wow, this must really be a super coded book because the codes were so strong and it didn't even make it in the book. This is the code. Got a bunch of codes in it. Obviously. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few codes that you can work with. Anxiety is going to be 519, 714, 8. 519, 714, 8 is anxiety. Healing of the liver. Let's try this frequency. 419, 61, 61. 419, 61, 61. Manifesting abundance and prosperity. 51, 97, 15, 618. 51, 97, 15, 618. That's manifesting abundance and prosperity. Now you can take those codes. You can either put it on a water glass and charge the water with it and drink the codes so that's flowing through you. You can use a tattoo temporary ink pen, write it on your body, write it on yourself and circle it, tap it 3 times to activate it on your body. Or you can write it on a candle, carve it into a white candle, whatever color you want to use, and burn it so that the energy of that is emanating in the energy. It's emanating in your atmosphere. Financial prosperity is 31, 85, 141, 18. 31, 85, 141, 18. Okay. Healing relationships with loved ones. 49, 18, 14, 398. 49, 18, 14, 398. To enhance your intuition. 41, 95, 17, 618. 41, 95, 17, 618. And here's one. Working with activating spiritual gifts. 51, 96, 16, 319. 51, 96, 16, 319. Those are some codes that you can use, and they are called the Grabanoti numbers. And they are the numbers that Nikola Tesla worked with a lot. with that 369 combo. So writing something 3 times in the morning, then writing it again 6 times, and then 9 times at night. Working with that energy, saying it, affirmations, however you're manifesting that, bringing it in. I like that concept, but also I know that if I say something, put it out there, and I visualize it and see it, it just creates that energy to come in. But you have to be in alignment and frequency of it. You can't say you want that and then thinking in the back of your head you're not going to get it, because then you're going to get exactly what you're thinking, because thought travels a speed of light. Okay. The universe gets your message in 7 seconds. You have 7 seconds to delete it, neutralize it from the universe, to undo it, if that's not what you're meant to think. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to keep getting more of what you don't want if you're thinking it. Does that make sense? All right. All right, lovelies. Been a pleasure. I'll see you next year. Yahoo! It's time for a celebration. There's a party going on right here. Let's celebrate. The celebration will last throughout the year. So bring your good time and your laughter too. We are going to celebrate and party with you. Now come on, celebrate. All right, be so light. See you next year.